Likes you better with glasses.
Too bad. I like me better without them.
Hey, pretty fans! Welcome to another episode of the Better with Glasses podcast. I am your host, Vicky Bizalia, and with me is Casey.
Hey.
And we are back again for another watch-along episode.
It's a watch-along party.
It is.
We're here. Belly's here in the right side of the frame if you're watching on YouTube. She's super excited to be here, and so are we. What episode are we on?
We are on episode 5 of season 2.
Has there been any news on the season 3 front in the meantime?
There has been
A little.
there has been no new news. In fact, the reason that we pushed the watch along back like a week is because we released a bonus episode.
Bang.
And that was right before we flew out last week to Orlando.
Yo,
So,
Vicky, you think Vicky's crazy about the Summer I Turned Pretty? Unleash her in Orlando with a whole bunch of theme parks. I've never seen somebody so gung-ho about
well,
anything.
I am a theme park person.
Like, no, not a theme park person. She's a theme park addict.
I do love a good theme park. So,
Big
the
time.
last episode that we watched on Watch Along happened to be the not theme park, but the Carolina Beach Boardwalk, well, also known as Cousins Beach Boardwalk, all the rides and such.
Speaking of, we did the
Super fun.
Tower of Terror.
We did the Hollywood Tower of Terror, which is in the Disney Hollywood Studios.
Which is
park.
similar to what Belly and JR do.
Exactly. I will say that what Belly and Jared do, the ones that are higher, because that one's not very high, but the ones that are higher and outside and is just like one big ass drop are way scarier than the Tower of Terror one. But
It's inside.
yeah. But the Tower of Terror one, if you ever have a chance to go, super famous. I think it's the oldest ride at what used to be MGM, and it's awesome.
Best ride I've ever been on.
Lots of theatrics, and Casey loved it. So there we go.
We are on season 2, episode 5. I'm going to start this baby in 5.
Wait.
4. Okay.
Let's do a little backstory here. So we're coming off of the Boardwalk Games episode. This one ended in a cliffhanger because they came back to the house after a fun day out where they were a little bit more carefree than they had been, and everything's gone.
Everything's gone.
Everything in the house is gone. And, you know, Belly just burned Conrad because he was all like back in his feelings again.
Ooh, football.
Steven had kind of laid out there like, oh, I noticed a vibe between you and Belly. And Conrad shot a shot a little bit. And Belly was like, I'm not 13 years old anymore, Conrad, alluding to why she didn't get another junior mint. So, Jenny Han has called that the Jeremiah Rising episode. And now we go into Love Fool, which is the Jeremiah narration episode.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Press play.
There's the Amazon Prime
Logo.
and we're off. And Belly has left the building.
All right, so we are on the previously on. We're going to watch the recap.
Love that Belly shirt.
The track one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the last episode was such a fun episode. This next episode
Damn.
is,
Hand holding.
yeah. There's a Tower of Terror. Sorry,
Gesundheit.
I had a sneeze.
All right. Summer I Turned Pretty logo is up.
Oh. I love it. Don't you love it? Oh,
The house is empty.
this was a little bit of a shocker. Do you remember where we were when we watched this episode for the first time? Ever?
Pittsburgh?
Pittsburgh on your birthday.
Happy birthday, me.
Oh yeah. So this is the narration episode of Gavin So obviously the camera is following Jeremiah here. So he's going upstairs.
You need to take your allergy medicine.
I know.
Oh, dang.
If I'm sniffly, it's because the pollen's out, not because I'm crying. So he goes up to Susanna's room. Oh, but Jeremiah's crying.
Jared always has great summer fits. He's got a style,
He does.
very specific style to him.
We'll see if he keeps that style for season 3.
Everything's gone.
So that's the only unrealistic part, I think, is he runs upstairs. I think that other people would have run upstairs with him.
I don't think they can clean an entire house and
I think you can if you hire a bunch of movers. They were gone all day. From like the morning to what time is it now? Like 9 o'clock? The breathe man, is that in reference to Steven being afraid he's gonna have another panic attack?
yeah.
Ooh. She's putting her foot down. She
Yeah. And Taylor and Cam with the least investment are way back in the
Yeah. In the deep background, we call that. This is good Conrad. When I say good Conrad here, I mean good job, Conrad, standing up to Aunt Julia. Good acting by Chris Bridie. But he's lashing out.
you fucked me.
Right. Yeah. Jeremiah doesn't outwardly express himself in the semi dickish way that Conrad did, but he gives her the stare.
I'm not going to defend what Conrad just said, okay? That wasn't right. I can't defend this mom.
Good job, Sky.
Right?
It's pretty conniving and
It is. It is.
what's a good word for it? Scheming.
Yeah.
Because it's
Well,
like the air conditioner is broke. Now I gotta fix this. You guys get out of my hair.
and then she just right. It almost felt like a way to one up them.
Yeah, maybe she fucked the air conditioner up.
Nah. But it is, yeah. I never thought about it that way, but you're right. It's like, oh, they did this to me, and therefore I'm just gonna call a bunch of movers and move everything out. Because I don't think that was in the original plan for the day.
In fact, it couldn't have been if there was an open house.
Yeah. Hmm. I don't love that Conrad was laying into Sky there. I understand the emotion of it all, but I don't know. I think they needed a lot of that for that Jeremiah.
Conrad thinks Sky's a double agent.
Right. And again, I don't think it was necessary. I think it's necessary because you needed Jeremiah's like thought bubble there
You
of
missed
like,
the multiple cash offers, over asking, no contingencies.
thank you, Sky, for the bleak as fuck assessment, is what Steven says. And then Cam's just like awkwardly, I'm gonna exit stage left.
I don't really have a dog in this fight.
Right. Where are you gonna crash for the night?
Or you're also rich and you can go to a hotel. But hey,
I don't know that they're rich.
I mean, I was staying at hotels when I was 18, and I'm certainly
Yeah.
didn't have a
Well,
trust.
okay. I will say that yes, they probably could have swiped dad's credit card the same way that they did to throw a massive party
Right.
one
Good
episode
thinking.
later.
Good thinking. Good thinking, yo.
Like
And that's a little bit more explainable.
Right, right.
Like, besides this,
I've been in that situation before. I may have even been that person in that situation before where like there's a situation and you just feel the need to quote something and everyone's like, shut up. Go Cam. Do you think Cam is in season 3? I don't think he is.
what?
Yeah. I don't know that he's in like the main part of it.
He's gonna get at least a Nicole
Yes.
cameo.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. If there's a wedding, yeah, wedding bells, he might be a guest. I don't know.
Wet. Oh, that's a great t-shirt. Wedding bells. Bells being, of course,
Belly.
with a picture of Belly in her wedding dress.
Mm. Me and Taylor are like kindred spirits. I'm like, no, I want to go pick out the snacks. I I love the banter between them, but I like her also being like, why do you need help with this? Because he wants to get you alone. Because he has feelings.
They both got feelings.
I know.
Uh-oh.
But she still is booed up. So it is so sad how I live for the Conrad Belly moments. Like in this episode, which is very clearly like Belly starting to let go of Conrad. I like this little scene. But again, you needed them to be like having a serious conversation so Jared can be like, I never noticed it before. So what is he saying here? He's saying that because it was Belly's choice too, he was cool with it.
Yeah.
But he was always mad at Conrad.
This is also Jer pitching in on the mom front.
Right. Yeah. Which is gonna get thrown in his face later, right? He's like, "Oh, you weren't here, you weren't around," and Conrad's like, "I was at school." It's okay, Jer. Jer's stressed about the bills.
What they need is a case manager at the hospital.
Oh yeah.
Get them squared away.
Okay. Yeah, but Susanna's definitely getting home care. Well, we saw it. We see it later. Remember when Belly comes to go visit?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, she's got the whole setup in her little.
There could be hospice.
Could be. No, no, no. Isn't hospice at a place?
No, 6 months.
True.
Usually 6 months to end of life.
All right, here it comes. It was fucked up. See, that part's fair. Uh-oh. Yes,
You should have
kind
been
of.
like, kissed, Conrad? Play, it
What?
was on like Donkey Kong in the car, dog.
Not the right tenor for the scene. So, so there's a couple things happening here. Conrad is also being like, "Hey, we should talk this out, but also stop ignoring Belly. She feels really bad." Ugh.
Chill, player.
Ugh. It's just the whole situation is heartbreaking. I'm not even like, oh, I feel so
This should
bad for
be it,
Conrad.
though. This should be it. This should be like this conversation, Belly and Conrad ride off into the sunset. Let's never discuss it again.
Yeah.
That is like that's how it would work in real life.
That's you would think, but then that's why I don't love the pettiness that's gonna come from Jer at Thanksgiving after they get together.
True, 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 true.
So,
Well, he's just putting on a fucking show.
of
That's what he's
course,
doing.
of course. Yeah. I mean, that's the whole point of this narration is that it like really does weigh on him. It's not like, oh, Jer will like forgive and forget. It like really bothers him.
But that moment right there, that's all Jared needs to know that it's on.
Yeah.
Like she left Conrad, catching up with me. Like,
Well,
oh shit,
right.
that's
But
on.
then you fast forward to the end of the season, and I mean, that also, Belly's choice at the end of the season also was a pretty good, like, nail in the Belly and Conrad coffin for now. And he gets to be with her for presumably 2 years. So, you know,
Some people might say that rest of their lives.
maybe.
Just kidding.
You never know.
Yeah, that would be Jenny would start a riot and kill her career if she bailed on the books.
Wait, I love this part. She's so funny. Taylor.
Are there Hadid sisters? I know there's Kardashian sisters. I know Bella Hadid. Are there other Hadid sisters?
I would assume so.
Okay.
So, they're scavenging. I would also be curious to pick through the lost and found of a bunch of rich people. I wouldn't necessarily take it, but
Right.
I'd be like, oh,
You're not much of a thrifter.
yeah, but this is all new stuff. It's not really thrift.
What are you talking about? It's just like thrift.
Yeah. I don't know. I usually think of like thrift stuff as like stuff that people didn't want anymore. If they left it,
It's
it could
still,
still be newer in better condition. This is a great room. I
yeah.
don't know if every country club has a movie theater room, but either way, it was a great idea for,
Every assisted living does.
yeah.
Damn.
But it's a great idea for this scene in particular.
Yeah, I feel like
Like,
the popcorn machine and other thing were added in post.
oh, for sure.
Like, wasn't originally there.
No. Your thoughts on the show shadow puppets? I think it's cute.
It is.
I think it's cute and it's realistic.
So that would never happen with Conrad and Belly.
Shadow puppets?
Yeah. Conrad doesn't have that bone in him.
Playing shadow puppets?
Yeah.
I believe that Belly and Conrad probably did have that relationship when they were kids. The Belly and Conrad of today is just so angst filled that no, they could not have that. That's part of what Lola was saying too, and like what everybody says. Like they're just you can tell that the way it's written, the way it's acted, that Jeremiah and Belly, even if they're like romantically linked, are like very good friends.
And also more playful.
Yeah.
Fiji water.
No, not well.
It
Yes,
was
Fiji
on below.
water, but
Er,
Le
Fiji water,
LaCroix.
granddaddy perp.
LaCroix.
Excuse me, I let the semi-automatic burp.
Okay, so please write in if you've tried this. It's not a good experience.
No.
The Twizzler with the bubbles
That is
creates this like weird chemical reaction that makes it way too fizzy and it starts to disintegrate. It's
that's
bad.
big kissy faces.
Oh, That's Jer really pouring out his feelings here.
I mean, Belly's also pouring out her kiss me eyes.
I know. This whole episode, she's got Jeremiah kiss me eyes.
Jared's playing a little hard to get right now.
I know. Well, he's protective of his heart, is what you're led to believe.
Deb's season.
Yeah. This is. Sorry, we haven't done a lot of talking. I usually don't watch the scene in as much detail as I just did for whatever reason, but they are in the kitchen and Cam's spitting cousin's beach gossip, which then leads to that's I it's not Conrad's episode, so it doesn't really matter at the end of the day, but that plot line went nowhere.
What? The
Like Conrad texting Liam being like, "Oh, we're going to sue our dad to get access to the trust." Like it the entire episode makes that Conrad's like
It's a red herring.
lane, and it's a total red herring because we know what happens at the end.
Sit.
I think that Taylor would have liked being a Deb as well.
So, you really not asking everyone to play doctor, but it's me first.
Come.
Oh, come on.
Good girl.
If you hear any interruption on the mic, it's because our dog Belly decided to walk across the microphone, which is your signal to watch on YouTube.
Uh-oh.
Oh man. So, this is Steven's grand plan.
Which is very
He's so good. Not me, but a different guy. And he goes and puts on the jacket. It's very cheesy.
yeah, all of this is very cheesy. But for a Taylor and Steven who are not vulnerable,
That's the point.
not cheesy much.
Yeah.
They're the cool couple. Hi, YouTube. Hi, YouTube.
This is a good. Well, this is the first time that she plays into it. She's not joking around and all that stuff. She's like kind of letting it happen to her. You're so corny.
Oh.
Oh, that was a real please. Come on, Tay Tay. Aw. All right. So, I mean, I like that they're both being very vulnerable, but only two things could happen here. If Conrad and Jared don't walk in, they're making out, which is bad for her because she's with Milo. If or somebody does walk in, which is also equally weird and awkward. So,
Oh, young love, hun. Can't
Aw,
be stopped.
she puts her head on his shoulder. Look at her. I really want to see what their relationship looks like in season 3.
We will find out.
It's one of those things where it's like, is the courting phase and the friends to lovers phase better than the payoff? You know, I'm curious to see. Because I have like watched some shows. I can't think of any at the top of my head right now, but like where they put so much effort into the will they won't they that when they finally do, it's just kind of like, oh, okay, all right.
Jim and Pam.
Hmm. What are you saying, Con? You want to sue Dad? Bonrad. So
Yeah,
what
I agree.
with?
Good having everyone around.
Yeah. Oh, and then we get the flashback.
Ruh-roh.
Oh, Belly looks so great there.
Yeah, she does.
I asked you recently about if I was a headband person. It appears that Lola is a headband person. It works on her. Oh, it's your favorite line. Susanna, say motherfucker. The scenes are always happier when Susanna is there.
She's got that vibe to her.
She does.
Some people just radiate it, you know?
I know. Ugh. Jerry Bear's all sad because he's watching Belly and Conrad hold hands. This is relatively new, though, right? Because Halloween was when Conrad came to Jer, and then this is, what, a month later?
Yes.
Yeah. So for Jer, it's like, okay, I guess they are together, and look at them holding hands at the table.
Dad's back around.
Mm-hmm. I love this little anecdote. It's just good writing. Like, you could have chosen any story to talk about the dichotomy of, like, when they were kids and their dynamic. The sandwiches and the peeing in the lunchbox is funny. Do you have anything that your brother told you that was a lie? Because you were the younger brother, right? So it was like, oh yeah, like if you eat crust, your hair will be curly. And Jared wanted straight hair. Can you remember
Not
any?
my baby tease. Oh, no. Can't
No.
think of anything.
This is like if we could do well, I think I have done a still of this exact thing. That's a good. It's very, I don't know. It looks like Conrad and Belly is an engaged couple. I just don't. I just ugh, it's so awkward.
The whole fucking thing is awkward.
Uh,
It's all terrible.
the heads up is just like, Jared, why are you picking this fight right now?
Okay, given the fact that they had this big conversation a month ago, there
It's
should have been some prior knowledge that she was coming. If he's living in the house, he
he
should
knew
know.
he knew she was coming. He knew she was
It's
coming.
just an entrance into a conversation, I
It's just an
suppose.
entrance into a conversation where Jared can kind of pick at that scab a little bit and just be like, "Hey, by the way,
This
I'm
still
still
bothers
I'm
me.
still mad." Yeah. Like, and oh, by the way, like you don't have to be all showy about it. Is kind of the vibe. Ow. This is so funny. All the eye contact between the three guys right here is
I,
so good.
I don't know why he's so embarrassed.
Yeah, you. I've been texting you, but look at him. Shoddy reception. Okay.
I don't know why. I mean, listen,
Because he got caught.
but why is that an issue?
I don't know that it's an issue. It's just you don't want they're all friends. And also he blew her off. So everybody knew that last year they made out when he liked Shayla and then he made a big deal out of it and dumped.
So they should know that it's game on.
No, they should know, like, oh,
He
you're going
has
back down
feel.
this path again.
Oh, okay, I gotcha.
Because you remember, like, Steven made out with Taylor, got yelled at by Belly. They all had to cover it up from Shayla. Shayla found out at the 4th of July party and then stormed off. So like they're all in the know of that messiness from last summer. So it is embarrassing for Steven to a degree. Cam's freaking out. Golf cart. Oh, guys, we went to our beach house and we didn't buy a cover for our golf cart. And that shit's rusted all to hell, sadly.
Tactical error.
We're gonna try to fix it, but
They brought
the food.
the food.
They're going camping.
Making an apple
Bong.
bong would take like 90 seconds.
Well, Sky's gonna do it in 90 seconds, so
I used to have this apple peeler when I was growing up. You
yeah.
put this thing, it would like put the
It's a core.
right, but then it would slice the thing into a big spiral and it go.
Yeah.
It's my favorite thing to do.
Oh. So see, now Taylor's talking about it. How hurt she was last summer.
Did they ever hash it out? No, right?
No.
It was just like, I'm not going to pursue this because that's your brother.
Wait, did who?
Taylor and Steven. They
No, no,
kissed.
no, no, no. Taylor wanted to pursue it, and she got dropped like a bad habit by Steven.
I think Taylor felt bad about it being because Belly freaked.
No. I mean, that's part of it, but no. She even said to Belly last season, like, you know how much I've been into Steven. So,
Right.
like,
But
for
I'm not going to pursue it because it's your brother.
no, that's not.
There's a part of my heart that'll always beat for Steven.
No, that's not the angle. No, the angle is if Steven wanted to be with her, she would not. And Belly would be cool with it. It was just a little bit of a shock, and Belly was in her selfish era.
If Belly didn't freak out, it may have had legs from like that point.
No. If it was real, that was the thing. For Steven, it wasn't real. And Steven was in a relationship. And that's part of what Belly was
Was he in a
reacting to.
relationship yet?
Well, that's what Belly was reacting to. He's like, all those girls are her friends. They're all downstairs. Like, what are you guys doing? And she didn't take into account the fact that Taylor's probably wanted that to happen forever. Nope.
No.
Taylor's being very optimistic about this entire situation, and Belly knows the deal. She sends the text, but
Pack that down a little bit.
are you talking about the apple bong?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh no. I do this to your phone sometimes when you're
Yes.
like trying to craft the perfect message, and I'm like, just send it. And you're like, here, you do it. Because I think it takes some of the anxiety out of it. Just like, and send. In this case, though. Yeah, we know. Oh boy. Ugh. It's gotta taste gross, right?
No way. They've taken like 3 hits out of it.
It it tastes like
You're biting off the side that's not even been affected yet. But it plays good.
yeah. He said, I'm not playing. Oh,
Very Tim Riggins of him.
very Tim.
Texas forever.
That's true. You said that Conrad stole the episode with his little.
I mean, he's just on another plane than these people.
Yeah. Like what he's thinking about in this moment. Um,
Well,
when it flashes to Conrad's face, it's so good. But then for Belly, it's super awkward because she's like, "Oh, it's part of a game, but I've kind of wanted him to kiss me all night."
and it's like, Jared's like, that's not how I want this to happen.
Right. So
I don't believe that.
in that moment,
And I don't know if this is reshot or not, or if this is the
I
actual
don't know if it's reshot either. We were debating it. AI can do anything these days, so like, I don't know.
AI kicks ass, bro.
It's just like in this part, Jer looks fake, but
Yeah,
everybody else looks like old from like season 1. So I don't know. It could be anything.
like he looks like I don't know. He looks like he's tan here, and they had to shoot it, and they like put non-tan makeup on him or something. I don't know.
But yeah, like
Shout out my girl.
I don't know that I buy that Jeremiah as soon as she got out of the car, it was game over and he wanted to hold her and
I
kiss her.
have to agree with you.
I don't know. And even if that's the case, I think that I believe that Conrad loved her longer than just last season. Because there is that thing where like when you're kids and you have like a younger person who like has a crush on you, it's always in the back of your mind. It's kind of like, oh, that they have a crush on me.
Yeah,
And then when and then I think everybody's been there when you're like, oh, I don't like that person, I don't like that person, but that person likes you, and then there's just like a little wedge that opens, and you're like, fuck, I think I like this person back. You try to play it cool. So like that's how I think that it evolved for Conrad. I don't know how it evolved for Jer, unless like that tent scene where they're playing cards, right, and spending the day together, and there's that little like handhold.
Yeah.
Like unless that's really where the sparks started flying. But the way he describes it, it was like, oh, as soon as I saw her last summer.
These people would be talking in the off season of summer also. Winter, fall, spring.
Well, just like text messages and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But that I'm saying that
right.
liking and all that could be built during that
That's true.
time
Okay,
period as well.
yeah, I get what you're saying. That's fair. Like all of a sudden, he just finds himself looking at Belly's Instagram all the time.
Under those rules, he would have known that she all growed up.
Right. He has no idea what she's talking about, but it's great. Hun,
Yo.
bad bitches need their roses too. I so thought there was going to be another Belly Conrad scene, and there wasn't.
His belly's stoned out of her mind, bro.
Yeah, Belly is stoned. But they're like, it's interesting that like the way they shot it, they're both doing the same thing. Both face the same way, both playing on their phones. She's dealing with something, he's dealing with something, but they're not talking about it. And her instinct is to go to Jer.
She's just losing in every facet of the world right now. She's trying to get a win somewhere.
Right. That's a, yeah, fair. I can't stand the scene. I absolutely can't stand it. The dialogue, the writing, Belly. Yeah, go Jer. Billy is being ridiculous. Jesus. Belly.
Jesus is right. This is tough.
Why didn't you want to kiss me?
Well, the answer is no. Look what you did to me last year. But
But that's his way of saying like I can't do that again.
right, we can't go
Last year I kissed you and then I thought we were going to be together
right,
and you did not feel that way. So no, I'm not just going to kiss you for fun
right.
like we did last year because last year was fun and this year is not fun.
And because you're a problem.
And she's such a problem.
Damn. Sick ass Susanna.
Yeah, sad. Oh, I love that picture. Little Christmas picture.
Oh boy.
So this is Jared talking about prom.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe.
You certainly would have given her a better night than she got because what she got was broken up with. What? No, I take it back. What she got was
Split up.
yes, a split up. Yes. Yeah, Conrad having a little meltdown. It's spinning out of control. That part's sweet. This part all believable. I forget that in season 1 he's like constantly like cooking and whipping up hangover smoothies and shit like that. So
She wild.
Susanna.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Well, okay, but Susanna knows that.
I know, but still, like, it's so messy. It's so toxic. It's
It's I don't know that it is. Well, she's just talking to her son about the
I
fact that he
know,
still
but
has feelings for her,
but
but
then in the next instance, she's ooging on over their other son with that same girl at prom together. Like,
yeah,
what
but
are
like
we
she's
doing?
acknowledging that it's messy because she sees how much Jer is hurting. See? Like she's at least being self-aware about her behavior,
Okay, well, that's good. That's good. That's good.
and she's willing to talk to Jer about it. Like
Too late.
too late, but also again, it's self-awareness. She's like, "Yes, sorry. It's really fucking messy and I stirred the pot a little bit, but like I'm about to die and no matter what. Like I love Belly. Belly's great, but you guys matter more."
I don't know if
Right?
she said that.
I
I would have
I
preferred her said that.
I think that's what is trying to be conveyed. I don't know that she says it either because her vague way of saying it didn't work
Yeah.
given the pending messiness that's about
I
to
wish
come.
that she would put the sons above Belly. That's kind of what I would be wishing. I hate seeing her sick.
It's sad.
But hey, kudos to the makeup person for
Yeah.
making
I mean,
some
even if
sick
you
as
do
fuck.
a side by side of like her looking sick here and like when Belly goes to see her, when Belly goes to see her, she looks awful. Oh, it is complicated.
Super complicated.
This is a cute little thread, I must say. I saw it on your graduation hat. That's nice. Because Jer was so angry at everyone, like Belly stayed away from his graduation. But she still watched it.
I don't know how I feel about
Well, we all know how we feel about it. It's messy and complicated. And I think the hard part too is like when I was watching season 2, there was a part of me that's like, okay, but it's just season 2. And there was a part of me that's like, yeah, in book 2, Belly and Jarrett end up together. Like that's just how it is.
it. There's nothing that
But the fact that we're so close now to season 3, I'm like, it's almost like I have this weird pit in my stomach watching this that like I don't know. You like I know it's going to be a time jump, but I have to watch it to feel the time jump. Cuz to me right now imagining it, it's just like her flip-flopping. Like, you know what I mean? So, I hope they make the time jump feel real and believable. We'll all clean. How early is this?
six.
Okay, but they're on a golf course. Don't tee times
Yes, yes.
start
I mean, it's all sorts of. Why would they drive out to like this 13th hole? Also,
right? And it's just like too light outside. Like even if they shot it at like 4 a.m., it'd be believable because or like some kind of gag, like the sprinklers turn on or something. It's funny. Red herring. I really thought that's how this was gonna end, and
hopefully,
then we
but
all got bamboozled.
you know, for people who maybe not have watched, really blowing the cover on this storyline here.
It's a rewatch. It's a watch. Oh yeah. Well, sorry. Spoiler
They don't
alert.
buy the house back.
Well, I've already been alluding to season 3 and how this ends, and future things. So actually, guys, if you're watching this episode as a watch along the first time with us, I love ya, but don't do that. Watch it purely. It's worth it. I am a fan of the show first and foremost. Oh, it's over. Yikes.
Buyers made an offer on the house and I've officially accepted it. I have to go to Boston to finalize the details, but
Cash offer.
the house.
The house is sold. Bro. That happened fast. It was so fast.
Our house would sell like that.
I mean, that house, that particular house would, it is believable that that house would sell like that. But,
Damn.
like, everybody just finally got together. Some of the awkwardness is lifting. They're finally getting on the same page. And she's like, well, it's over.
The house situation really should have been laid out earlier.
Well, that's the whole point.
Suzanne was busy dying, but damn.
Well, Susanna was busy dying, and Julia didn't respond to Susanna's request to meet up. So,
Hmm.
there you have it.
Damn.
Yeah.
So it's half Julia's, even if Susanna wasn't dead. It's still half Julia's.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Crazy episode.
Yeah. All right.
The plot line on like 19th rewatch seems a little bit insane that they would go to the golf course. But it's okay. It was fun.
It was fun. It's fun. Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys for watching along with us today. These are always super fun. And it's like the only time we get to be on camera, and Belly was really well behaved today, so
Yeah.
that's
And
good.
you know, we started this whole watch along thing as a way to fill space and fill time,
And
but
time is running out.
that's what I was gonna say, is really this is episode 5, so we've got 3 more watch alongs.
Hopefully that'll take us right into
3 more watch alongs for
and then
season
some
2.
and then hopefully we got a trailer by then. We can do some pre season 3 content.
Yep. I think, you know, like the weather is turning. I think we got to keep our eyes peeled for some American Eagle promos coming out. Like, don't forget, it's not just like official The Summer I Turned Pretty stuff.
Facts.
They have like co-brands and stuff. And you better bet that co-brands are going to be alive and well if this is the last season. So, plenty to look forward to, guys.
At Better Classes Pod on Instagram. At betterclassespod@gmail.com. Questions, comments, concerns. I think he holds it down. So appreciate you guys.
Thanks everyone for listening, and we'll see you next time.